Akan gelecek.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me now? Okay, sorry about that. I'm gonna get it started. Sorry, the technical issue, guys. Sorry about that. So yeah, welcome along for the US live trading. Yesterday we took a trade on S&P 500. I'm still got one running. I did take some profit yesterday, so 2,500 something like that. So it's okay. Where to from here is I like to see it break above 3,800, continue to go higher. I have an optimistic target up above this level, but see how it goes anyway. All right. For me, I don't think I'm going to take a trade on this right now. I'm going to happy to manage this. I may take a trade on Dow Jones because you can see a 4-hour inverted head and shoulder through here. So head, that's the right shoulder here. So just a break higher, come back, smaller time frame. I might take something on that, but probably won't happen until maybe today. No, won't be today, tomorrow, because we require retracement. Could be tomorrow afternoon, could be Monday. So I'll keep that on your list anyway. That's how I trade with. This is a 4-hour trend. Obviously, daily's down, but I'm happy to trade the weekly phase too. So 4-hour uptrend on that. NASDAQ is a bit harder to have a defined level to trade. I have a channel on this. You can see that's a flag. So we may see it come to this area, so 12,000, or maybe you may see a pop higher. But it's not the cleanest for me to get in. You know, I'm in S&P 500, so I'm happy to just stay in S&P 500. Looking across the world indices as well, you can see Hang Seng is finding support around 21,000 level. So maybe we will see a pop higher to around the 23,000. It's been holding a bit better than the US indices. So keep an eye. I'm not going to trade that actually, but you know, just use it as a reference because the timing is just not right when we're up. They close already, and it's unless you're up super early or you don't sleep, then you can trade the Asian session. So I don't really tend to trade much on the Asian indices. Moving on to the dollar. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, back above 104 again. We had a little spike this morning. So a slight concern news from Germany. So the DAX drop a little bit and then it pumped the dollar up slightly. But if you're going to see a daily trend, this kind of price action right here does not look bullish. It looks like it's getting a bit tired. It needs probably a recharge. So I'm not going to sell the dollar index directly. So let's see what other option that we have. One option that on my list, that's 3 options actually. On that's one on Aussie dollar, Aussie. If I can try and do a line, maybe, yeah, perfect. We can see this is definitely a support level. So we're just maybe using this as a guide to take the reversal. Smaller time frame, that's a 4-hour chart, by the way. So you drop down to 30 minutes. You can see already the trend has broken. So maybe, if you want to be aggressive, you can take a retest in here. But for me, I'm going to be a bit more conservative because dollar is still above 104. I like to see dollar below 104 first before I take any trade. So it's not a high probability, but we may run into short-term resistance very soon. So, if you want to take it, you may have to take it very aggressive. Otherwise, above here, you have the 70 level. So you got a little bit left, not much. So one option, but not particularly high on my list until I can see a clear direction from dollar. One of them is more higher on my list is dollar CAD. I'll show you why. I mean, it's daily. We know the 130 area, 129 is the resistance. Now today's bar is a high test bar, double high test. So, a bit like this area here, fake out, come back, and then we can see a rollover. But I'm not going to be too, because it's a phase 2 trade, so I'm not going to be too optimistic. Somewhere around the line here or here would be my ultimate target. Anyway, probably here actually, because end of the month, I like to bank some money and leave it and wait for the next month. So how do we get in from dollar CAD? I already said it on the group yesterday. Dollar CAD should be top of your list. We can see on a smaller time frame, very clear head and shoulder pattern in there. I hope you can see it. So shoulder, head, and then a right shoulder. So a break and a retest perhaps tomorrow morning around this area. And this daily pivot should step down if it breaks below, depending how aggressive it is. Then I will take the retest, take some profit here, and then leave one in here or something like that. So that's top of my list on dollar CAD. Would be nice to see dollar index below 104 and then take the Canadian dollar. So buying Canadian dollar, shorting the US dollar. Okay, moving on now. Well, there's one more actually I want to talk about is Kiwi. It's a bit similar to Aussie. Potentially we are having a double bottom, or to here potentially forming up a higher low on the daily. So to trade this, we have, I think, clear room than Aussie. The next sort of resistance at least to around here. So let's settle first today. If I see dollar break below 104, come on back and then see where tomorrow daily pivot is. Maybe I'll take the retest on daily pivot, stop loss here. Take some profit on the 64, maybe optimistic, left some run on there, see how it goes anyway. So 3 on my list, Aussie, Kiwi, and dollar CAD. I prefer Canadian dollar and the Kiwi more than Aussie. All right, so it's up to your preference. Keep an eye on that. But if we do take any trade, I will inform the members anyway. All right. Moving on to commodity, it's quite interesting that I liked where, well, let's start with oil first. This is oil, I think it's showing some weakness anyway. This phase 2, or it's actually a change of trend on that. Let me draw a trend line for you on the daily. We have a change of trend on the daily. Finally, we broke under lower high on that. So trend line. Something like that. Let me just tidy it up a bit. We see that broken the trend line and retested the top horizontal line, and then now we are pulling back. But it's not the easiest, cleanest to trade without retracement. I won't, but maybe on the 4 hours, if we can see, maybe under the monthly pivot, 108, 60 area, potentially, yeah. Smaller time frame, but take it back down to 90 area. So oil's on my list to sell if I can see a clear, nice entry on 4 hours. Okay. Gold. What are we doing with gold and silver? Look, gold and silver is on a weekly uptrend. If you go to a monthly, say a monthly chart, we're still on a monthly uptrend. So is long term is still bullish. We had a bit of correction period for about a year, actually. July, well, not quite, yeah, August to now June. So we're now finding some support around the 1,800 areas. Now we're double bottom in this area, okay? Is it a good time to trade? Not yet. I don't think so. We need to, on a daily, where you can clearly see around this area is ranging, okay? So what we need to do is we need to wait until this clear off 1880 retest, but be aware on gold when it breaks, yeah, it doesn't give you a very nice retest. Don't expect a super clean retest. So maybe a 4 hours to get in, depending, what sort of price action is given at time. I will have a look closely and inform you guys if I do take on any trade anyway. But it's on my list to go long, but then a little bit more work to do first. All right. Malcolm just joining, so let him come in first. Can't see. Let me see. He probably can't talk, Malcolm. If you want to type in, do you want me to repeat the plan for the indice? Because you missed the indice and I'm not sure you're still in the trade. Just type the message on the chat and then I'll try and go back to that. And meanwhile, I'm just going to quickly talk about gold again. It's ranging around this 1800 area. I need to see it break above 1880. Retest, but probably on a 4 hours to take it long again on gold. All right, so a little bit more work to do. Moving on to silver, I assume will be quite similar, which is trying to make a base around the $21 area. It's not the easiest to trade at the minute. Need to break above. So break above the 2250 and then take it long from here. But to be honest, I will focus more on gold. All right. So I'm going to quickly go back to the indice first because Malcolm wants me to go through that. The same again. It's a good time, 215. We will see what's happening with it. So just to, it should pop up. I'm still in the trade, as you can see, Malcolm. I'm still in the trade. I am already took some profit yesterday, which I already showed the members. You did ask a question, how do I log in profit? It's 2 to 1 area. I like to take some anyway, log some just in case of swing. And we did have some swing, so wiped off quite a bit of profit, but I didn't take it. Now, where to from here? All the indices it's okay, especially on Dow. You can see it's breaking now 30,500 area. It's on my list to go long, but I have quite strict rules that if I'm going to take a retest on 1 hour or double bottom, I like to take it here. And after 2 or 3 days, I don't really go and boom and then just take a 1 hour retest. I like to see a 4 hour pullback now. So because it's on, we're in the trade for now, like in this trend for about 2-3 days. Today is Thursday now. So maybe if we see a very strong bullish momentum, which is great, and then we'll go up here. And then tomorrow, roll a little bit around this area, take smaller time frame, 15-minute, change the trend, take it long again. So that's my plan on Dow. I like Dow because Dow have something to catch up to S&P. It's got more clear room than S&P than that. So I'm happy to take the Dow Jones tomorrow or Monday. So, but anyway, if I take it, I will inform you guys. You know the drill anyway. All right. Any question, you can always ask me in Discord. I will try our best. Me and Luca will try our best to help you. Okay. We already touched base on crypto. I've done a video on that. If you haven't seen it, go ahead and see it. But ultimately, we're still bearish. But could we see a phase 2, a bit of pullback or a bit of bounce from here? I think so. I think so. And I think the bounce will be quite significant as well. Like from 20 could jump to 30. And then we'll probably hear some good news about we're out of the wound. We are now perhaps going back up to the bullish market on stock and this, but I don't think so yet. But if you do want to see more detail, go to my YouTube channel and you can find the video that the name is Where is Bitcoin and Ethereum Heading. All right. Apart from that, we'll call it a day. And if you do have any questions, drop me a message. We'll do our best to help you. All right. Thanks for joining and see you guys next week. Thank you.